You will not remove any article of clothing, but you will fan yourself with your hands because it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. You'll feel every bit of the heat. It's becoming so hot in the hall that the only thing that you have to cool yourself now is your hands. You'll cool yourself with your hands. 1, 2, 3. I want you now to imagine the heat getting hotter and hotter and hotter, and fan yourself with your hands. The only thing you have now is your hands to fan yourself. It's 100 degrees and getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. I want you now to feel now it's 110 degrees and getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. Feel the heat getting so hot. It's getting very, very, very hot now. Just feel the heat getting hotter and hotter and hotter. It's 120 degrees now. The only thing that you have is your hands. Fan yourself with your hands. The only thing you can do is fan yourself. Use your hands to fan yourself. It's the only thing you have now to fan yourself. Fan yourself with your hands. It's getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. Hotter and hotter and hotter. It's 130 degrees now, getting hotter and hotter and hotter. With the music in the background, every piece of that music is simply making it get hotter and hotter. On the count of three this time, it's actually -5 degrees. The aircon's come back on, but it's freezing cold. It's getting colder and colder. 1, 2, 3. It's now -5 degrees and getting colder and colder and colder and colder. -10 now. -10 degrees. Use your hands, warm yourself up. That's the only thing you have to warm your body heat now. -10 degrees. Getting colder and colder and colder. The aircon's just blowing so cold now. -10, -15 degrees now. Getting colder and colder and colder and colder. It's -15 degrees. -20 degrees now. Getting so cold. The only thing you have to warm yourself with your hands. Use your body heat and warm yourself. -25 degrees and getting colder and colder and colder and colder and colder. And colder still, -30 degrees and getting colder. And colder and colder and colder. The only thing you can do is see if there's any body heat next to you. Get yourself warmed up. That's it. Feel next to you and see if there's any body heat next to you from somebody else. Warm yourself up. That's it. Use the body heat of the person next to you to warm yourself. It's the only thing you have to warm yourself up. Feel the body heat of the person next to you. Next to you is the only person you've got to warm your body. It's the only thing you can warm your body with. It's -15, 20 degrees now. -15, 20 degrees. -20 degrees. Getting hot, cold, cold, hot, cold, cold, cold. Freezing, freezing cold. On the count of three, your eyes will open. On the count of three, your eyes will open. You'll be wide awake, back to normal temperature. 1, 2, 3, wide awake. Come here. Come here, lovely. Come here. Very, very good. Come here, guys. Okay, you come over here a minute, lovely. Come and sit over there. Trev, you sit on the end here a minute, please. You sit there, lovely girl. There you go, sir. Just sit there for me. Come over here a sec. That's all right. Wonderful. I said I was looking for good imagination. Sam, just come here a sec. Come sit. And madam, would you sit there for a second, please? And you move over there, lovely. Sam, just sit there for a second. Thanks. Georgia. These hands don't look away. Good girl. Let your hand go loose. That's the way. Good girl. Look into my eyes. Don't look away. Good girl. Take a nice deep breath in. Do you go to this school? Do you? Great school, isn't it? Good girl. Deep breath in. Let it out and sleep, Georgia. Good girl. Sleep. Deep sleep. Sit strong. Good girl. Hello, what's your name? Mel. Do your kids go to this school? Do they? Excellent. Who's your kids then? Oh, okay. Yes, that's right, she is. Look into my eyes, don't look away. Bit nervous? I know, I can feel it. Deep sleep, sleep, sleep. Hello, what's your name? Sarah. Your kids go to school? Well, thanks for coming this morning to school, thank you. Look into my eyes, thank you. Take a nice deep breath in. That's away, let it out. In. That's it. Out. In. That's away, sleep. Good girl. Sleep, deep sleep. Hello, what's your name? Who? Pepper. Piper. Piper? What a great name. Is that your real name? That's a brilliant name. Do you go to this school? Used to. You're older now. Good girl. What school do you go to now? CC? Where's that? Oh, okay. You enjoying it? I bet you miss this school though, don't you? Hey? Alright, take a nice deep breath in. Good girl. And let it out gently. In. And now, sleep. Good girl. Big fella. Well, your hands are sweaty again. It's like on the other night. Nice deep breath in. And now, hands away. Just let it go loose and in. Hands away. In. That's it. That's it. That's it. In. Out. And sleep. Deep sleep. Sleep. Hello, mate. How you doing? Still in your band? Yeah, good man. Yeah, good music. Not playing today, obviously. That's good news. That's good news for us. Sleep. Deep sleep, sleep, sleep. Close your eyes for a second, lovely. I've just locked them. Try to open them. Try hard. Try hard. The more you try, the more they're going to lock. Tighter and tighter. Try hard, harder. The more you try to open them, the more they're going to lock. Tighter. Tighter and tighter, and tighter. Good girl, sleep. Good girl. How you doing, Trev? Look at me, Trev. Close your eyes. Just put glue in between them. Try them, Trev. Good man. Come here, Sam, look at me. Uncross your arms. That means resistance. You should know that from Friday night. Look at me. Put your hand there. I've just put glue in between your hand and my hand. It's locking. Tighter and tighter, and tighter, and tighter. When you try to move your hand away, you find you can't. Yeah, okay, I'll let you go. Good girl. Good girl. Give Sam a big round of applause. Everybody on stage, listen carefully to me. I'm looking for those that can use your imagination. That's exactly what we've got. Listen very, very carefully to me, everybody on stage. Everybody on stage, listen carefully to me. It's about using your imagination with your eyes closed. On the count of three, on the count of three, on the count of three, on the count of three with your eyes closed, I want you to imagine that you've been invited up here on stage to help out the school band. I want you to imagine they've invited you up here on stage to help out in the school band. I want you to imagine they've asked you to become a piano player in the school band. And I want you to imagine in your mind that you can play that piano better than anybody else. You'll play the piano better than anybody else. It's about using your imagination with your eyes closed. On the count of three, I want you to imagine that you can actually use your imagination to play the piano. You imagine you're playing the piano better than anybody else in the school, and you put your hands out with your eyes closed and you'll play your piano the best you can with your eyes closed. 1, 2, 3. With your eyes closed, put your hands out and use your imagination. I want you now to play your piano with your eyes closed. I want you now to imagine you can play that piano with your eyes closed now. That's the way. Put your hands out in front of you now and play your piano with your eyes closed. That's the way. It's about using your imagination now. That's the way. Excellent imagination. I want you now to imagine you can play the black keys only. The black keys only now. Black keys only. That's the way. Using your imagination now. I want you to smile for your audience. They're here to see you as part of the school band. That's the way. Smile for your audience now. I want you now to imagine you're playing the black keys only now, black keys only. Really focus, concentrate on the black keys now. Really focus and concentrate on the black keys now, that's the way. Excellent imagination, excellent concentration. That's the way. I want you now to play the black and white keys together. Really concentrate, smile for your audience, they're here to see you. Really concentrate on the keys now. I want you now to imagine you're playing the world's smallest piano. It's a very tiny piano now. Tiny, 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 tiny piano now. Very tiny piano. That's the way. Excellent imagination, everybody. Excellent concentration. That's the way. Back to normal size piano. Normal size piano now. I want you now to imagine on the count of 3 that the piano keys are above your head. 1, 2, 3. It's the world's tallest piano. The keys are way up there above your head now. That's the way. That's the way. Back to normal size. Back to normal size piano now. That's the way. Excellent imagination, everybody. Excellent concentration now. On the count of 3, you can change your piano for any instrument that you choose in the school band. 1, 2, 3. That's the way. Excellent imagination. Play your instrument now. That's the way. Using your imagination now. Excellent imagination. Excellent concentration, everybody. That's the way. That's the way. On the count of 3, you can change it for another instrument. 1, 2, 3. That's the way. Using your imagination now. Excellent imagination, everybody. Excellent concentration. That's the way. On the count of 3 this time, on the count of 3, I want you to imagine that you're actually riding a bicycle. The seat you're sitting on is a bicycle. I want you to ride the bicycle the best you can. 1, 2, 3. That's the way. Ride the bicycle. That's it. Concentrate on riding your bike. If anybody gets in the way, just ring your bell. Ask them to move out of the way. Nicely, though. That's the way. Concentrate on riding your bike. That's it. That's the way. Smile at the other people around you because they're only here walking along same as anybody. That's it. That's the way. That's it. Listen carefully to me. I want you now to ride your bicycle over on the left-hand side. Ride it over there on the left-hand side. There's a stream over there, like a little lake over there on the left. Don't ride it into the lake or the stream, but just park your bicycle next to the lake or the stream. Because on the count of 3, I want you to imagine that you're rowing a boat on the stream and somebody else is rowing it with you. 1, 2, 3. Row your boat, smile at the other people in their boats, that's it. You can say hello to them, that's fine. That's the way.
Merrily, merrily, merrily.
That's it, row your boat, that's it, don't be shy, that's the way. That's it. Oh, hang on a second, what's happened there? Hang on, you dropped one of your paddles. Hang on, you need that paddle, you have to lean over and pick it up, you need that paddle. Pick it up, you need that paddle. That's it, that's the way, that's it. Listen carefully, that's it, sit back in your boat, you got it. Listen carefully to me. If you look in the lake over there, if you look at the stream, you'll see all little fishes. On the count of 3, instantly you become one of those little fishes. You're the best looking fish in there. Your hands are your fins. 1, 2, 3. Round you go, what a good looking fish. You must be the best looking fish in there, I think. That's it. All the other sounds are just the other fish. All the other sounds are just the other fish in there. That's the way. That's it, swim round. That's the way. Get some air in your mouth. You need the air in your mouth. That's the way. That's it, you got it. That's the way. That's it, swim round you go. That's it. Oh, hang on, somebody's thrown some food in over the side of the boat. Go and get some of that food before the greedy buggers get it. That's it. That's the way. Listen carefully to, oh hang on, that's it. Swim over, that's it. Listen to me, on the count of 3, you're no longer a fish. On the count of 3 this time, you're no longer a fish. In fact, the seat you're sitting on is going to turn into a saddle. You'll sit on your saddle on your horse ready to ride. You think you can ride fantastically, but you won't ride it until I tell you. 1, 2, 3, just sit there, that's it, get ready. Listen to me, this is a race, there's $50,000 prize money. Put your hat on, you need your safety hat, put your safety hat on. That's it, put your safety hat on. Put your safety goggles on, that's it. Oh, hang on, you've got some horse poo in your goggles. Wipe it off, you need to get out. That's it, get out of the goggles. That's it, you got it, that's it. Listen carefully to me. Get your whip, there's a little whip there. It doesn't hurt the horse, it just makes him go a bit faster, that's all. Listen carefully to me. In fact, what we're going to do with your horse this time, we're actually going to use a carrot. We're going to use a carrot on the end of a stick. So on the count of 3 this time, when I tell you, we're going to be off and running. We're going to be off and running. Your name's William. You're the #1 horse that's going to win the race. But you'll dangle your carrot right in front of the horse's nose so he keeps chasing it faster and faster. If he slows down, you'll give him a little kick because that makes him go faster. 1, 2, 3. And William's coming up fast. Here comes William. He's making a come. He's going fast on the outside. Use your carrot in front of you. Dangle it in front of you. He's chasing the carrot. Here comes William on the outside. He's overtaking 2, 2 and 3. We're overtaking 4 and 5 is 6. There's 6 on the outside. Overtaking 7 and 8. 7 and 8 and overtaking 9 and 10. There's 9 and 10 on the outside. 9 and 10 on the outside. Overtaking everybody now. 12 and 13, 14, 15. Here comes the... That's away, that's it, and up he comes, that's away, that's it, and he comes. He's slowing down, William, slowing down. Get up there, William, give him a little tap, that's it, get up there, William, that's away, get up there, William, that's it, up you go, faster and faster, that's away. Yes, and that's it, William on the outside, listen carefully to me, listen very carefully to me. William's coming up fast on the outside, on the count of 3, your eyes are open, you'll be wide awake, you'll wonder what you do. 1, 2, 3, wide awake. Come here, I'll swap you two. Come here, lovely. Swap there. Sit in between those 2 men. You naughty, naughty people. Here, listen. Mate. Feel nice and relaxed. Huh? There you are. Good girl. It's good, isn't it? Hey? Look at me. Good girl. Sleep. Let your head go forward. Good girl, that's the way. Good girl, you can sit in your seat. Deep sleep, 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 sleep. From this very moment, every cheer, every whistle, every clap will simply take you deeper and deeper and deeper asleep. Everybody on stage, listen carefully to me. We've got some great imaginations up here as you drift down deeper and deeper asleep. Every time you go to sleep, you'll sleep much deeper, much faster than any other time before. Everybody on stage, on the count of 3 with your eyes closed. On the count of 3 with your eyes closed. You can put your left hand out in front of you. On the count of 3 with your eyes closed, you can put your left hand out in front of you. You will imagine that your left hand has actually turned into a mirror. You will imagine that you can see through your closed eyelids into the mirror. And you're going out this afternoon, so you'll want to look good. So you can tidy yourself up, so you can look your best. 1, 2, 3. And look at yourself in the mirror, look at yourself, you're looking good. Looking good. That's the way. And to tie yourself up, you're going out. That's the way. That's it. That's it, you got it. Listen carefully to me. Every time I say Pinocchio, your nose will get longer and longer and longer and longer in the mirror. Pinocchio. 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 Scratch the end of your nose. Scratch the end of your nose. Your nose is now back to normal size. Back to normal size now. Your nose is back to normal size. Look at yourself in the mirror. Raise yourself a kiss. You're looking good. That's the way. Your mirrors are now gone. Take a deep breath in. Let it out and sleep. 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 From this moment on, every cheer, every whistle, every clap will send you deeper and deeper asleep. And deeper and deeper asleep. Sleep. 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 Everybody on stage, listen carefully to me. Everybody, listen carefully to me. On the count of 3, your eyes will open. Your eyes will open on the count of 3. And only when I say the words William Duncan, only when I say William Duncan, you will instantly think that the person next to you has actually pinched you on the bum, because you've got no idea why, but instantly you'll think that person next to you has actually pinched you on the bottom. You'll be quite annoyed with them, but you won't hit anybody, you won't push anybody, but you'll certainly tell them off. On the count of 3, your eyes will open. Only when I say William Duncan. It won't happen until I say William Duncan. On the count of 3, though, your eyes will open. 1, 2, 3. Wake up. Thanks ever so much, ladies and gentlemen. There you go, see. Thanks ever so much. Look, ladies and gentlemen, it's really important, because every show that I do, and I perform in front of thousands and thousands of people many, many times, okay? But every show that I do is very different, and we get different size stages and different audiences. But the great thing about here at William Duncan is that it's really like a good size stage. You know, William Duncan's a great size stage, and I really enjoy it. It's a good size, and because we're not sure how big the stage is going to be till we get there. But I've performed in other schools and that, but I must say William Duncan's a good size stage. It's really a good size stage, so it's it's very important that we get a good size stage. It's very important. So, but thanks ever so much, because obviously without a good size stage, which I've always known that William Duncan's a good size stage. So I enjoy coming here. So the show Friday was good because the size of the stage at William Duncan was good. It's a really good size stage, so it's really good. But anyway, don't worry about that, because listen to me. When I count to 3, you're going to be stuck to your seat. You'll be stuck to your seat, and your seat is going to be stuck to the floor. You won't be able to move. And there's going to be a very, very, very smelly smell. But to make it worse, it's actually coming from that person next to you. 1, 2, 3. Oh. You won't be physically sick. Oh my God. Every time I click my fingers, it gets 1,000 times smellier. When I count to 3 this time, it'll be 5,000 times smellier, but you realise that the smell is actually coming from you. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. Whoops. There goes a wet one. Oh my God. When I count to 3 this time, it will instantly turn into the most beautiful smell you could ever smell in your life, better than any flowers, any aftershave, any perfume you've ever smelled. And it's coming from that person next to you. 1, 2, 3. Oh, well, have a sniff. Don't be shy. Get in and have a sniff. Oh, it's lovely. Have a sniff. Don't be shy. Get in and have a sniff. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Oh, hello. That's nice, isn't it? Every time I hands. Come on, you'll love this. Join hands. Join hands. Come on, don't be shy. Look at me. I'm going to grab this lovely lady's hand. When I grab her hand, it's going to send her very deep and very quick to sleep. Because you're all joining hands, it'd be like one of those electric shocks, you know, that instantly hits the next person, next person, next person. It's not an electric shock, it's just a very deep sleep. So when I grab her hand, it's going to go through her, dunk, 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 one at a time. You'll always remain in your seat as if you're glued to your seat. Give your hand, lovely. Good girl. Deep sleep, 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 sleep. Every cheer, every whistle, every clap, taking you deeper asleep. Way down, deep, deep, sleep, sleep, sleep. Listen carefully to me. Everybody on stage, listen carefully to me. On the count of 3, your eyes will open. Your eyes will open on the count of 3. And when you hear this piece of music, imagine that the greatest air guitarist, you'll think the school has an air guitar competition going on. They're offering $5,000 prize money. You want to win the $5,000? You will perform with an air guitar. You'll look at the person next to you. You want to perform better than them because you want the $5 grand. You're unstuck and you'll perform the air guitar the best you can. $5,000 prize money. You want to win it. On the count of 3, your eyes will open, you'll lean down, you'll pick up your air guitar, you'll stand and you'll rock out with your air guitar the best you can. 1, 2, 3, I'll make you wait. Oh yeah, stand up, let's see what you got. Oh yeah, woo, that's the way. Stay away from the edge of the stage, that's the way. Oh yeah, woo. Oh yeah, that's it, you got it, $5,000. When the music stops, you will freeze in that position. When the music starts, you'll rock out with your air guitar, but you realise your air guitar has jumped onto your bottom. Whoa, what's it doing there? That's right, play it, that's it, you got it. Oh yeah, woo, that's it. Oh yeah. When the music stops, you'll freeze in that position. When the music starts, you'll rock out with your air guitar, but you realise that your air guitar has actually jumped onto the bottom of the person next to you. Whoa, what's it doing there? That's right, play it. Oh yeah, rock that. That's right, that's right. That's it, you got it. When the music stops, you'll wonder what you're doing. Oi, what are you doing? What are you doing? Sit down. You're doing, you naughty bunch. What are you doing? Bring your chair next to a bit closer, please. Bring your chair over a bit. Look at me now. When I click my fingers, your nose is going to be so loose and rubbery and stretchy. What the? Tap it. Don't worry, I can help. Come out, I can help you with that, don't worry. I'm going to suck all of your noses into my left hand. Stay there, they're going to be very stretchy, very loose and rubbery, but that's fine, I'll look after you. Look at me now. Put them all in my left hand, hang on. Alright, I've got, probably going to stretch a bit, you'll be fine. Here we go. Alright, this time, here you go, they're going to double stretch this time. When I let go, it's going to slap you in the face. When it slaps you in the face, you'll go deep asleep. Deep sleep, 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 sleep. Deep sleep, 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 sleep. Deep sleep. On the count of 3, your eyes will open. On the count of 3, your eyes will open. You will imagine in every way, shape and form that you're 8 years old again. You will imagine that you're part of this school, but you're the naughtiest kids this school has ever seen. And the headmaster's actually called me in to look after you, because I'm a special teacher that looks after naughty kids. And every time I turn to write my name on the board, your poor faces be on the teacher's back. You'll shout things out at the teacher. You'll be naughty behind the teacher's back to the teacher. But you won't throw anything at the teacher and you won't hit him. On the count of 3, your eyes will open. You will imagine you're 8 years old again, but you're the naughtiest children the school has ever seen. And every time I turn my back to write my name on the board, you'll pull faces behind the teacher's back, you'll shout things out at the teacher, and don't let the teacher catch it, because if he catches you, you'll be in big trouble. You will not hit the teacher and you won't throw anything at the teacher. 1, 2, 3. I'll make you wake. Hello children. Children, my name's Mr. Mark Anthony. They've actually called me to look after you, okay, because they said they need help looking after this classroom. So I'm your teacher and I'll be looking after you, okay? So that you know who I am, I'll write my name on the board. Is that okay? And then you know who I am, okay? All right.
Catchy. He loves to sing la 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 Elmo song. La 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 Elmo song.
Okay, I think there might have been a noise out of that classroom. Maybe it was that classroom next door. Shut up in there! Anyway, listen children, I'll just write my name on the board so you know who I am. Is that all right? All right.
Yeah, I wish I had a song.
Yeah, Big Brother's here, Alice.
Oh.
Well, just sing Big Brother.
Actually, I think that was coming from our classroom.
Here I go.
I've got a very good way of finding out, children. So what I'll do, when I say now, I want you to point to the children that were doing something behind the teacher's back. Don't let them see you though, because that's called dobbing. Now. Alright, I've got my eye on those ones. Don't worry, I've got my eye on them. Okay. Children, what I'll do, I'll finish writing my name on the board, okay? But when I say freeze, you will instantly freeze in that position. I'll just finish writing my name on the board, okay? Freeze, 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 freeze. 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 On the count of 3, you'll be wide awake, you'll be back to your normal age, and wonder what you do. 1, 2, 3, wide awake. Yeah, look at me now. Look at me now. When I click my fingers, you'll think I've got a boomerang in my hand. See that? I'm going to throw this around the room. You know how a boomerang works, don't you? You throw it, it comes back to you, doesn't it? I'm going to throw this boomerang around the room. It's going to go all the way around the room. It's going to come back to me. But to get to me, it's obviously got to come through you lot. But it's going to hit you in the head. When it hits you in the head, you'll instantly go deep asleep. But you'll remain in your seat all the time. You won't be able to avoid it. It's going to hit you. Here we go. Deep sleep. Everybody on stage, listen carefully to me. On the count of 3 this time, on the count of 3 this time, your eyes will open, on the count of 3, and when you hear this sound, ring, 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 you will instantly imagine it's the most important phone call that you're ever going to get in your life. And I mean so important that you need to answer that phone. You'll think it's the person's foot or the person's shoe next to you that's the phone. You'll answer that phone. 1, 2, 3. Make you ring, 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 ring. Hello, hello, ring, 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 ring. Hello, 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 hello. Yes, hello, hello. Yeah, all right, come here. That's better. Yes, hello. All right. Yes, yes, yes. All right, speak up a bit. Yes, all right. I can hear that. That's better. Yes, all right. I can hear you now. That's it. That's much better. Yeah, yeah, yeah. On the count of 3, you'll all be wide awake and wonder what you're doing. 1, 2, 3, wide awake. Let it out and sleep. Deep sleep, 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 sleep. Sleep. Deep, deep sleep. Deep sleep. Listen carefully, listen very carefully to me. Only the people I touch on the shoulder now, everybody else you remain deep asleep. Only the people I touch on the shoulder, you'll still remain deep asleep. If I touch on the shoulder, I'm talking to you, you'll remain deep asleep. You, I'm talking to you, remain deep asleep. You, I'm talking to you, remain deep asleep. Only those two people that I tapped on the shoulder, on the count of three, only those two people on the count of three, your eyes will open. Your eyes will open. And you'll join me at the front of the stage. Only the two people I tapped on the shoulder. Everybody else, you remain deep, deep asleep. 1, 2, 3, eyes open. Come here, guys, come here. Just stand there, lovely. Good girl, stand there. Just very quickly, pretty good at counting. Good at counting? Yeah. You good at counting? Yeah. Good, okay. Listen, you know when a horse goes to sleep, did you know the horse sleeps standing up most of the time? Did you know that? Yeah. We can do that as human beings. So when I say sleep, you go to sleep, you'll stand very strong, keep your balance at all times. Your heavy head will fall forward, you'll simply go to sleep, stand in strong sleep. Stand strong, keep your balance. Listen very carefully to me, stand strong, keep your balance. Listen carefully to me. On the count of three, only the people I touch on the shoulder, you and you, on the count of three, your eyes will open, but the number 7 is completely erased from your memory. Completely gone from your memory, it's erased, completely erased from your memory. You cannot say or think the number 7, it's not there anymore, it's completely erased from your memory. So when you count up, when you try counting up, you'll jump straight past that number and carry on counting. You'll know something's not right, but you can't figure out what it is. When you count backwards, you'll jump straight to the number below that number and you'll carry on counting. You'll know something's not right, but you can't figure out what it is. The number 7 is completely erased from your memory. You cannot say or think the number 7 in any way, shape or form. It's completely gone from your memory. 1, 2, 3, or so. Right, so make you wake. So listen, so you're pretty good at counting, yeah? I mean, it's pretty easy to count to 10, isn't it? Especially if we've got kids who always count for them. We're going, put your hands out like this. I want you to count, so you can show the children there how we count, okay? So we count from 1 upwards, ready? Hang on, ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11.
It's got 11 fingers. Shower hours done, put your hands out with. Alright, ready? From 1 upwards, ready? Alright.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10.
Did you go to the same school? Well, I know you didn't come to this school because my kids could count all right. Don't worry, I'll tell you what, don't worry. Let's try counting backwards. Not everyone can count forwards. Some people are better at counting backwards. Put your hands there, come on, lovely. So we'll start from 10 backwards from there, ready?
10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Count his fingers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10.
Don't worry, I'll tell you what, that's alright though. Don't worry, not all of us can count at the moment, so we just start, we learn and we get better and better, don't we? Don't worry though, look. That's alright though. How many days in the week are there?
There's 6, 8.
How many?
It's 6. Yeah, it's 6. It's 6.
I'll tell you what, don't worry. Listen, you know Snow White? You must have, because you've got kids, you must know fairy tales. That's Snow White. What is it? Snow White and the, how many dwarfs? movies? Brilliant. Of course, I love James Bond movies. What's that bloke? You know, the tall, dark, handsome Englishman. What's it? James Bond. He calls himself James Bond. James Bond 006. 006. 006. James Bond 006. It's not the movies I've been watching. Is that the same name? Tell him. James Bond 006. I'll tell you what, don't worry. Listen, when I click my fingers, the number 7's back in your memory. How many days in the week are there? Put your hands out in front of you. Put your hands out. Count for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good job. Take a seat, guys. Take a seat. Deep sleep, 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 sleep. I'm only talking to the audience. I'm only talking to the audience. Audience, we're gonna do a couple more, okay? So we'll do a couple more with them. Everybody on stage, listen carefully to me. On the count of 3, your eyes will open. Your eyes will open on the count of 3. Your eyes will open on the count of 3. And when you hear this piece of music, you will instantly stand up and you will instantly imagine in every way, shape and form that you are in fact the best Irish dancers the reg has ever seen. And you'll stand up, you'll Irish dance the best you can with your eyes open. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, that's that way from the edge of the stage. That's away. That's away. When the music stops, you will instantly, when that music stops and the next one starts, you will instantly imagine that you are in fact the greatest ballet dancers brought over from Russia to dance here in Australia. But you'll stay away from the edge of the stage. 1, 2, 3. Stay away from the edge of the stage. You are the greatest. That's away. You are the greatest. Oh yes, you are the greatest. On the count of 3 this time, you will instantly imagine that you're that crazy frog on the motorcycle, running on his motorcycle. 1, 2, 3. Hey. When the music stops, you'll wonder what you're doing. What are you doing, big fella? Sit down, stop messing around. Here, listen, I'll tell you what, you'll love this. Join hands. Join hands, you'll like this. Join hands. And sleep. Deep sleep, sleep. Rest and sleep. Rest and sleep, sleep, sleep. Everybody on stage, listen carefully to me. On the count of 3 this time, your eyes will open. Your eyes will open on the count of 3. Because you're joining hands, you will imagine in every way, shape and form that you're on a rocket ship. The countdown will come in, the countdown will come in. And then when it says launch off, you will instantly feel the force of the rocket ship taking off. In your cheeks, in your body, you'll always remain upright. You won't tilt your seat backwards because the rocket adjusts itself. 1, 2, 3. So wait. 10, 9. Oh my, here we go. Here we go. Okay, this is it. This is it. 3, 2, 1, fire. Oh, feel the G-force. Feel that G-force. On the count of 3, you're on the moon. On the count of 3, you're on the moon. But on the moon, you can only walk very, very slowly. On the count of 3, you're on the moon. You'll stand up, you'll walk around the moon. 1, 2, 3. There's no atmosphere on the moon. the count of 3, you'll wonder what you're doing. I put these seats here for a reason, so you can stand and see what you're doing. Oh, you naughty people. It is hot, isn't it? When I click my fingers, I'll tell you what, when I click my fingers, you'll think I've given you a really cold drink. You can drink it, and it'll cool you right down. Here you go, have a drink. Cool you right down, it's fine. Have a drink, that's away, drink it, it's nice. That's away. Really, really nice, that's away. Listen carefully to me, listen very, very carefully to me. On the count of 3, on the count of 3, on the count of 3, only the person I touch on the shoulder, on the count of 3, you madam, listen carefully to me. On the count of 3, madam, only you madam, on the count of 3, when you hear this piece of music. You will instantly imagine you're the greatest cheerleader the school has ever seen. Everybody else on stage, you are her biggest fans. You'll cheer her on the best you can. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's it. That's it. You are the best. She's the greatest cheerleader the school has ever seen. Oh yeah, she is bad. That's it. Yeah, bad. That's away. When the music stops, you'll wonder what you're doing. But when the music starts again, you'll instantly jump up and cheerlead again. What are you doing? I'm trying to do a show. You're not hypnotised, are you? Hey? You feel okay? Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, she's on. That's the way. Great feeling to go. That's the way. She's fantastic. That's the way. She is the best. When the music stops, you'll wonder what you're doing again, Mel. What are you doing? I've got a lovely comfortable seat for you. Sit down. Naughty girl. Listen carefully to me. Only the person I'm touching now on the shoulder. You, sir. Listen carefully to me. On the count of 3. On the count of 3, sir. You're the greatest conductor this school has ever seen. You'll stand up and conduct your orchestra. Mel, if you hear that music again, you will instantly stand up and become the greatest cheerleader. 1, 2, 3. Stay away from the edge of the stage. That's the way. And your audience love you. You are the greatest. And the music stops, you'll wonder what you're doing. Oh dear. You listen, you'll love this. It's a very, very nice, relaxing in breath, out breath, in breath, out breath, sleep, 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 deep, deep sleep, sleep, sleep. Everybody on stage, listen very, very carefully to me. Listen very carefully to me. Listen very, very carefully to me. On the count of 3, on the count of 3, your eyes will instantly open. Your eyes will instantly open. Your eyes will instantly open on the count of 3. Gentlemen, on the count of 3, when your eyes open, you will instantly, gentlemen, instantly imagine that it's a miracle because you're pregnant. It's a miracle. Even the thought of it now is making you very happy and laugh because it's the most funniest thing. Everybody else on stage, you'll think it's quite amusing because you can't believe that there's a gentleman that's pregnant. But gentlemen, when I say you're 9 months giving birth, instantly, gentlemen, you'll lay down where you are and you'll push and push and push. You'll be very, very happy. But you can't believe it. It's a miracle. It's wonderful. Ladies, on the count of 3, your eyes will open. Ladies, when you see the gentleman pregnant, you'll look at them, you can't believe it. It's a miracle. It's fantastic. Even the young ladies, you can't believe it either. It's a miracle. You're so happy. It's so exciting. But ladies, when you hear me say to the gentleman you're 9 months and giving birth, ladies, instantly, you'll do your best to help them. You'll do your best, you'll imagine, ladies, that in every way, shape and form, that you know what you're doing. You'll think you're midwives, nurses, you'll think you know what you're doing and you'll try and help the gentleman as much as you can. But the baby won't come out until I tell you it's out. 1, 2, 3, I'll say, wait. What the? What the? Stand up, what's that? What the? Come here, let's have a look at you. What the? Are you sure? Oh, Lord. Oh, that's lovely, that is. Can you believe that? How many months are you?
Oh, I think I'm about 1.5.
Well, I'll tell you what, don't worry, because guess what? I know you just want it out in the end, don't you? You do, I know you do, don't worry. Because guess what, gentlemen? You're 9 months and giving birth! 9 months! Ladies, get an help them! Help them out! Get an help them, ladies! Help them out! Oh Lord, it's a miracle, feed it! Sit up and feed it, Lord! Oh Lord! Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? On the count of 3, it'll be wide awake, you'll wonder what you're doing. 1, 2, 3, wide awake. What are you doing? Oi? That's my little girl's dolls, what are you doing? Get up, you naughty bunch! Sit down! I can't believe that. Here, listen, I'll tell you what. Come here. Just you two, come here a second. Just stand there for me. Listen to me. Stand and keep your balance, right? You can stand and keep your balance. That's the way. Stand, keep your balance, and sleep. Keep your balance and sleep. Listen to me. On the count of 3, your eyes will open. On the count of 3, your eyes will open. You'll look around the room, but you cannot see anybody. They're completely gone. Completely disappeared. You'll wonder where your kids and your family are because you came with them, or your friends, whoever you came with. You can't believe it, they're completely gone. You cannot see anybody in any way, shape or form. Completely gone. The only person you can see is the hypnotist. You'll ask him where your family's gone, or your friends or your kids, you wonder where they are. You won't panic, but you'll be a little bit annoyed that they've left you. 1, 2, 3. I was saying. So, yeah, so I know. Who'd you come with today anyway? Oh, okay. Is she here? No one's here. Maybe she's gone?
The car.
Maybe she's gone to the car. Who'd you come here with?
Heaps of people. What are we doing?
Huh? I've got no idea. What are we doing here?
I don't know. What? I had my wife, kids.
Did you see him now? No? Yeah? No?
There's a room up there.
I don't think they all fit in there. Huh? Did you? Alright, give her... No, don't worry. You won't worry. In fact, you'll find it quite funny that she's messing around with you. What's her name? Give her a shout.
Chloe! Chloe O'Brien!
What's she look like?
Kelly.
Curly hair, blonde, blue eyes. Okay. Okay. When she speaks, you can hear her, but you can't see her. You'll think she's hiding from you.
Mirror. Chloe! Come here!
You come in with your wife and all that, didn't you? Okay. You'll hear them, you won't see them. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey! Come here! What is doing? Yeah! Over here!
I believe she's messing around on you.
Oh, Coops, just tell Mum, wherever she is, to come into the big hall where she can hear my voice, yeah?
What's that?
Not funny.
No, I'm serious, Cooper. Go get your mum and get her to come in here now, yeah?
Every time I click my fingers, those people that you couldn't see will begin to come back and you'll be able to see them bit by bit. You'll see their feet first, then their knees, their thighs, then the rest of their body, slowly. And then eventually, every time I click my fingers, you'll start to see their arms, their hands, their head. 1, 2, 3. Take a seat, guys. Take a seat. All right. Everybody on stage has been absolutely wonderful. Take a nice deep breath in, you wonderful, wonderful people. Thank you so much. In. Let it out and sleep deep. Sleep. I'm only talking to the audience. That's it. I hope you've enjoyed it, okay? It's just showing you the power of the mind under fun circumstances. I hope you've enjoyed it, okay? The power of the mind is absolutely phenomenal. You've seen the fun side of it up here. There's a very, very serious side to it, though. And nobody should be doing stage shows unless they're a certified clinical hypnotist. So, always, if you ever go to a show, make sure they're certified clinical hypnotists first. Okay, that's very, very important. You must understand that. If you want to come see me after, I'm going to be here for a little while. So if you want to get a card or anything or ask any questions, you're welcome to. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I really hope when they do it again that they get a bigger turnout. Please tell your friends and your family and tell them how much fun it is, because these wonderful volunteers, without them you haven't had a show, so you've had a show. Give them a big round of applause. Everybody on stage, listen very, very carefully to me. The next time I awaken you, I will awaken you when I tap you on the shoulder. When I tap you on the shoulder, your eyes will open. Your eyes will open when I tap you on the shoulder. instantly your eyes will open, and every suggestion, every command that I gave you up here on stage is completely clear from your memory. But you will remember the following. You will remember that when your eyes open, you'll instantly feel very, very wonderful, very energetic. You'll feel more confident, more happy, more positive, more excited than you did before you came here today. You won't know how or why you feel so good, you just know you do. And every day from this moment on, from this day onwards, every day you'll feel more confident, more positive, more excited, more happy. You won't know how or why, you just know you do. The two people I tap on the shoulder, only the people I tap on the shoulder, in fact the people I touch on the back of the neck, only the two people I touch on the back of the neck, you sir, remain asleep, you man, remain asleep for a moment. Only you two, whenever anybody shakes your left or your right hand in this hall only in this hall, you would instantly, just come out. Just come out, you won't be able to stop it. But when you leave this hall, the moment you leave this hall, instantly that suggestion or that command will be completely clear. But all the positive commands and suggestions will always remain with you. When I count to 5, your eyes will begin to open. You'll instantly feel wonderfully in every way, shape and form, refreshed, revitalised, confident, happy, positive. All the other suggestions I gave you up here on stage are completely erased, gone. The moment your eyes open, you feel so refreshed, revitalised, positive, happy, confident. Those two people I touched on the back of the neck, when anybody shakes your left or right hand, instantly you'll bark until you leave this hall, and then that suggestion will be gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, beginners come round, and 5 eyes open, wakey wakey. Hello, stand up, take a bow, you were the show, give us a huge round of applause, come on. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much. You've got the stars of the show. Let me give you a card, because I did have some cards. Let me give you a card, okay? So that you can actually take a look on Facebook, if you're on Facebook. And we'll put a couple of photos up there, if that's okay with everybody. Just of you, there you go. Okay, just of you all doing funny things. There you go. And I want to thank each and every one of you, because without you there wasn't a show, okay? So these people had lots of fun, I'm sure. Thank you very much. Thank you, lovely lady. You'll be fine. Thank you. Thank you, Mel. Thank you. Excuse me? Thanks, Mel. Thank you. Thanks for coming up here on stage. Thank you very much. Thank you, lovely. Thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. Ladies and gentlemen, go back to your friends and family. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been lots of fun. There's all your volunteers. Thank you. Thanks for inviting me again. Girls, all the people who've seen, well done. Well done.
Their families with FA Queen, but none of this is possible without a great support and a great principal. So please give the principal, Landon Dare, a round of applause for his efforts today. Thank you, Landon. And thank you for everything. Wasn't it amazing? Do you want to say a quick words later? All listed there.
Thanks, Amy. Mums and dads, all of our kids, thank you so much for coming along and supporting us today. On behalf of our entire school community, Mark, can I take this opportunity to thank you. The Friday night was an exceptional show, and today was another great performance. So we are so lucky to have Vegas and Bo with us, and we are so fortunate that you can be with us this weekend. So on behalf of our community, thank you very much, Mark, for these things. Very much appreciated. Okay, so we'll work through and see if we can maybe get Mark back next year, and obviously another Friday night show. Certainly, thank you all for coming along today. We hope you had a wonderful afternoon, and yeah, we look forward to seeing those photos and those images on Facebook and other places. So, thanks very much, and again, thank you to our dedicated PNC for a wonderful effort. Thank you very, very much.